As we give you a live look right now from Mobile 4 in Lowell, you can see pretty much cleared path there for the vehicles on 495, but you still have to watch it. There are some slippery spots out there. WBZ's Mike LaCrosse is live for us in Westford tonight. Mike, how are the conditions there?
David, it's not too bad here where we are on Route 110. It's been snowing steady all day long. It is sticking, though, to those side roads, those sidewalks, and some untreated surfaces like this. And it's just enough snow today to slow people down.
That's okay. A little slippery, you know, just drive carefully.
Wet, cold, and nasty. Today's storm making it uncomfortable for people who are out and about.
Very cold, slippery.
For hours Tuesday, the snow fell all over the state. It didn't accumulate to a heck of a lot, but it was still enough to irritate some.
You know, 3 storms in a week to the tune of about 30 inches is ridiculous. But, you know, this is New England.
Others spent the morning getting errands done before the storm picked up so they could get home to enjoy hunkering down. Did you pop in here before the storm to get?
Yeah, I'm making beef stew tonight.
That's cozy.
Yeah, so I needed a few things.
I love snow. I ski almost every weekend, so the snow's great. Although I would prefer to have it up north than down here.
Westford Highway Department crews were out all day keeping those roads from icing up.
Anything that anybody can do to help us and give us enough room to do our work. The trucks are going slow. Don't try to pass them, which people try to do. Give them a little bit of room.
And the highway superintendent says if you can't see a plow driver in their side view mirror, you are way too close if you're behind them. He says you need to slow down and give them all the room you can to clear the roadways. Reporting live in Westwood, I'm Mike LaCrosse, WBZ News.